Hi, Thomasin. So wonderful to have you here. How does it feel to be here today? And why do you think it's important to nurture young talent, particularly from diverse backgrounds?
How I feel is I was nervous but really excited to be here. And I think it's important to nurture young talent because everyone needs encouragement. You know, when you're at the base of a mountain of something, intimidating, which the film world is, people need a little bit of a boost to get started. And I mean, to be fair, they're 10 years old, 11, so yeah.
And what advice might you have for people trying to break into the industry? And what might be your reflections on what can be challenging, but also, is very progressive about the film industry, particularly for young women today?
I don't have any specific piece of advice because I don't feel like there was any one thing that I clung on to, except for patience, I suppose, having patience. And also, though, just to maintain the joy and the love for what it is that we do, because when you get all consumed by the stress of it takes away that joy. So just to hold on to it.
And you've had such a meteoric rise. I mean, last night Soho with Edgar Wright, most recently Eileen and with Anne Hathaway. What have been some of the highlights of that, and what have you got coming up next?
Some of the highlights, just meeting such incredibly creative people, a lot of whom I've reunited with here tonight, like Naira Park and Leo Thompson, who are producers on Last Night in Soho, and Derek Fellner, the head of Working Title, of course. So yeah, a highlight has been meeting such incredible creatives. And up next, I've got a film coming out called Joy, about the invention of IVF, which is coming out on Netflix soon and in theaters.
And is there anything you would like to see change, maybe particularly for women in the industry? Or do you think we've come a long way, perhaps, from how things used to be?
Do you know what? I think there is so much pressure still on women to look a certain way, to spend so much money on their appearance and so much time on their appearance. And I think we need to take some of that pressure off because it's impossible to be perfect all the time. Well, I was very, very lucky. I come from an acting family. I'm a third generation actor. So I was able to kind of follow in my parents and my grandparents' footsteps. I'm from New Zealand, so when they were doing theatre shows, I toured around New Zealand with them and just watched and learned. So yeah, I was lucky in that respect, but still doing hundreds and hundreds of auditions and lots of rejection and all of the classic actor journey that I still have to remind myself of today, which is to have patience, because this industry is at the end of the day, we as actors have very little control over the roles that we're able to play, or the powerful people's decision making. So yeah, patience, and to nurture the enjoyment and love for what it is that we do as well. Yeah.